tafadhali mkuje mbele, msalimie Deputy Governor na First Lady, alafu kusema jina na kukaa chini. Mmoja wenu ndio ongea peke yake. Wadhamini wote Deputy Governor Lady hawa kuongea kwa niaba yenu. Asanteni.
Our guest of honor, Deputy Governor, First Lady, all protocols observed. My name is Louis Yukuri. I represent USAID Louis Watoto. Thank you.
Our Deputy Governor, First Lady, what? My name is Lady Mondi. Education. Our Excellency, the Deputy Governor. My name is Lori Chebet. I work for the Practical Action Organization. We are doing circular economy for household waste management. I just want to give a challenge to all of us sitting here. Let us do what is called gender responsive budgeting, so that we are able to actualize everything that we are speaking about here, so that it's not just mere talk, but are actionable issues. Thank you.
First Lady, our Deputy Governor and all guests, I'm Will Christine representing Professor Janet Baraza Foundation. Thank you.
My name is Margaret Awinja from Tennessee County. Kwa majina ni Adongo Margaret kutoka kwa Hati Kenya. All protocols observed. My name is Denita Kasa. I work for Access to Resources. Our Madam, Excellency First Lady, Majority Leader, and all protocols observed. My name is Denita Kasa. I work for Sunday Integrated and Leader of Market. Working with Kakamega Trust in creating the Rural Nationality Program. Protocols observed and the receiving presenting shortcut.
All protocols observed. My name is Isaiah Chief. I'm an advocate for I work for Access to Resources.
All protocols observed. My name is Joy Nyash, representative of the corporate.
Our Excellencies, my name is Josephine Odhiambo from Investing in Children and Their Societies. ICS. Thank you.
All protocols observed. My name is Catherine Osita. I'm representing World Global Organization.
All our protocols observed. My name is Violet Auma.
I'm here to represent a fairly new organization called Contribution, but I'm also here representing the media who are key partners in this. Thank you so much.
All protocol observed. I'm Lois Chitiri, representing International Center for Reproductive Health, Kenya.
All protocol observed. My name is Isabella Amunga about this organization. Advocacy, gender-based violence.
All protocols observed. I'm John Lesonga, representing my group of the Empowerment Network.
Good morning, I'm Silas Solo, working for us. All protocol observed. My name is Norman Gulera. Organization is Future Center, a rescue center. Yes.
Excellency, all protocols observed. My name is Laura Joresi. I work for Kawe Kenya and this Forum for African Educational Scale. Thank you so much.
All protocols will be observed. I'm Linda Singuri, working in Marisops.
All protocol observed. My name is Simon Lori. I work with another organization.
All protocols observed. I'm Fiona Wichi, representing the State Department of Gender.
All protocol observed. My name is Alvin Wakula. I work with National Trust in as well.
Okay, Dr. Hero. Now is your speech. Thank you very much. His Excellency, Honorable Kabola, Excellency Dr. Adrama, the CDC, Professor Esonga, the chief officers and directors present, and all people who are here for the morning. My name is Dr. Solomon Herrera. I'm the chief lead for one of the USID supported organizations called USID Barasa Gamu. I also coordinate all the implementing partners supported by USID in Kakamega and Western region. So in that capacity, there are a number of organizations that work in Kakamega that are supported by USAID, about 12 of them. And all of them are in a position to support sexual and gender-based violence in whatever capacity that they are working. So I'll be sharing, we'll be discussing with the CC Professor Asonga how best we can support all the activities that are going on in sexual and gender-based violence. On a personal note, I want to mention to your Excellency that in an earlier capacity, when I was also working in Kakamega through an organization called Afia Halisi, I was one of the people involved in producing this policy through the support of Kakamega, through the support of USID. Similarly, in my current capacity, I've been also involved in the development of the law, the legal gender chaplain, and that is where we now have on gender. So what I want to mention is that USID as a partner has a lot of interest in Kakamega. Kakamega is one of the focal counties, and there are a lot of things that they will be supporting the county to be doing, not only in the Department of Health, but in other departments as well. So there are a number of partners, like I mentioned, supported by USID. If you see all these banners here, one way or the other, one of them is supported by USID. So USID, as you can remember, this month and last month, we have had the top leadership of USID visit Kakamega. The Deputy Mission Director for USID, the Mission Director for USID, all of them have come to Kakamega to interact and meet with the leadership of Kakamega. This is because there are several things we want Kakamega to lead in. And that is why there is a lot of focus on Kakamega. The gender-based violence is one area where they are very keen in supporting, and that's why I've given you a historical background how they have been able to support us. I can only assure you that in my capacity as the team lead for the USID Barasa Jamii and as the convener of
all the IPs in Kakamega, both in health and in other departments. We engage with you very regularly through the various departmental health. Thank you very much.
Okay, asante sana our partners for joining hands with us to make this day memorable as it is. Now, sexual and gender-based violence is part of the three triple threats that we face as a county, that we face as a country. The other two are teenage pregnancy and HIV/AIDS. And we are very lucky in Kakamega to have the First Lady as the champion of the triple threat, and I know she'll be talking a lot about it in her speech. The Ministry of Health has made a lot of strides, and we want to inform the public that anybody who is passing through SGPV, the Ministry of Health is going to waive the fee that is meant for assessment. For other members, this is the public message to everybody that assessment is free in all our public facilities across the county. Number two, there is also a safe house where the victims of SGBV can be taken to for purposes of recuperation, for purposes of rehabilitation. So as a county, we have made very great strides, and I know Kakamega is one of the first counties to address this issue at the big level, as the DG will talk about. Before I finish, I'm also welcoming all of you, especially a lot of members who are here, the county at large, that on Sunday we shall be having World AIDS Day celebrations that will be happening in Lumakanda in Lugari to celebrate the survivors of HIV, and also remember those ones who have departed because of HIV. Now, lastly, I must comment something on SHA and CHIF. This is to ask our honorables who are here to basically urge all our people, wherever they are, to register in large numbers so that Kakamega can harvest quite well from SHA and CHIF. Remember, this is an investment, and we can only realize this investment after the county registers a very high number of citizens. Currently, we are 13%, but we want to reach 90%, and I urge the partners who are here to help us in that direction. With those remarks, I'm going to invite Gender Advisor, Madam Mrs. Oside, to come and give a few remarks, and thereafter we can follow the program.
Thank you very much. Her Excellency Professor Janet, Your Excellency the Deputy Governor, all the executives, all the members of our County Assembly, partners, and all the stakeholders who are available today for us to engage in the 16 days of activism. Good morning. I would like to highlight a few milestones that we've made as Kakamega County in the fight against GBV. So far, we are the leading county in awareness creation against teen pregnancy at 88%. That is a big achievement because in 2022-2023, Kakamega County was leading in teen pregnancy, and we were having around 14,000 teen mothers. As you speak, we have around 8,000 teen mothers. I want to also highlight that we have a very robust multi-sectoral, gender-based multi-sectoral SGBV committee that composes of all departments within the county and partners and other stakeholders. Also, I would like to appreciate the private partners who are coming on board, who are providing the rescue centers for our girls. As we speak, we have a very good rescue center in Shinyagu sub-county that has really helped us when it comes to issues of defilement and going through the whole process to the courts. And as we speak, we've had several achievements because we've had several people who've been jailed, and one of them is a notorious man who is 56 years, whom we through the office of the First Lady, we had to intercept from last year. As we speak Thursday, he was convicted, so we are waiting for his sentencing. Lastly, I'd like to appreciate the County Assembly for coming on board and advocating against SGBV. Also to our First Lady, you are doing as well as you are our champion in advocating against SGBV. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Christian. Now we need, I want to invite our champion of the triple threats, that is HIV, SGBV, and teenage pregnancy that are triple threat here in Kakamega. So may you please stand up and join me in welcoming Her Excellency Professor Janet Araza from us. Excellency, karibu sana.
Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, our development partners, members of the County Assembly, national and county officers present, CHPs, and all stakeholders, good morning. I'm Jambo. I'm happy to be here this morning as we launch the 16 days of activism against SGBV and as we launch the Kakamega County SGBV Act 2024. I would like to make a few remarks. And by the way, I'm not the chief guest today. The chief guest is a deputy governor representing the governor. One, I would like all of us to appreciate the fact that SGBV is a crisis in the whole society. All of us are affected by SGBV in one way or the other, and therefore we need to unite to fight against SGBV. Just like the theme today is Unite, Fight All Forms of SGBV, I want to request all the stakeholders to unite and fight this crisis, SGBV, in Kakamega County and the country at large. We don't speak about it, we will let it thrive. And the reason I'm saying that all of us have to speak about it, speak against it, reflect about it, and act. Because if it doesn't affect you directly, it affects you indirectly. We have SGBV victims, survivors in our midst, and the reason today we are launching the SGBV Act 2024. This act is going to help us as a county to have a framework on which to lean on how to help survivors, on how to treat and convict perpetrators,
what the MCS here have said that we have to try to transform us in Rio. And as a first lady and as a champion, I'm asking the men, please help us stop SGBV. We realize that men are also affected, but women are more affected. And the perpetrators are men. The men we live with, the men we work with, the men we have in the society. So I'm calling upon the men to join us and fight SGBV. And in this regard, I'm speaking to the grandfathers. There is a big challenge in Kakamega about grandfathers raping grandchildren. Wazee wanaambia mtoto kuja ukae hapa kwa miguu yangu nikuonyeshe nyoka ya nyumbani. Na hiyo nyoka ya nyumbani tunaijua. So as a champion, I'm asking you to speak to your fellow men to stop molesting the young girls. Tuwapatie nafasi wale watoto wasome, wapate yale wanataka katika maisha. The SCBV Act is also going to help us support the victims, give them psychosocial support, give them medical support, and give them all the need that they need. At the same time, the SCBV Act is going to help us to educate the community, create awareness about SGBV. And therefore, I appreciate our partners for helping us to come up with the Kakamega County SGBV Act 2024. One of our MCS spoke about taking cases back to the community. As a champion, I'm sorry to say that does not work. It is the reason we have kangaroo courts. Kangaroo courts are in the community. And it's the reason SGBV has stopped, because when there is a case, we always go back to the community, asking the elders to speak, tusaidiane tunyamazishe hii kesi. Tunasema kwamba wazazi tusiongee kwa sababu tunaleta aibu kwa familia. Unazuia aibu kwa mzee na unaleta aibu kwa mtoto. So the issue of kangaroo courts do not help the reason we have this act. And I'm requesting and asking the members of the county assembly and our county attorney, help us implement this act. Thank you very much.
Okay. Another applause to the first lady for giving us way forward, especially to the members on matters budgeting. Without money, we can't make this move. Now, the police, we come to the region, all the chief of us around, chief officers, this time, chief officers. Okay. Please go to the. Okay, that's nice. I would like to thank our chief officers for help, Jordan Kondo and the leader for making this possible. Now is my to basically invite the chief guest, who is the His Excellency Deputy Governor Wana Aib Sabula, give his keynote speech, and thereafter launch the Kakamega County SGBV Act 2024. Thank you. Coffee. Coffee.
Point of correction, I'm not the chief guest, it's the governor, Fernandez Barras. I'm only representing him. Paka kitoka, fanya arrest wala paka karudi. Our first lady, Kakamega County, Professor Janet Kasili. Our sponsors for this event today, Mheshimiwa MCS, wakiongozwa na majority leader, na majority leader kwa ufupi is acting majority leader. Hapa our CC, mimi nawaita waziri, na chief officers, hata kama contract inaisha Friday, hii maneno tutatengeneza msijali. Sawa sawa. And all our stakeholders during today's function. Bwana asifiwe nyote. Bwana asifiwe tena. I'm here representing Governor FCPA Fernandez Baraza. He called me yesterday. I was in Mumias for stadium, nikakimbia mtende kidogo. Akaniambia Governor wa Uasin Gishu yuko kwa stadium na uko wapi DG kumreceive. Nikakimbia tuko Bukobuka Academy. Nikakimbia stadium, Governor amefika, Governor wa Uasin Gishu. So I came, tumekuwa na team ya Uasin Gishu, walete 300 players, wakula golf hapo. Tumekaa naye and I'm apologizing for having arrived late kwa sababu tumekaa naye asubuhi mpaka around 10:30. Ndio akatoka. Unajua huwezi acha, kama ni president, huwezi acha tu yeye aende tu. Unakaa naye unalinde mpaka alifika hapa kwa roundabout akienda Eldoret, na mimi ndio nitakuja kwa ofisi, nitajoin first meeting, nitakuja hapa. Pole for turning in late. Oh, good, eh? Pia Governor alituma Malaysia. Last week I was in Malaysia kuleta hii mashini ya Shinyalu Tea Factory. Hii factory ya 1 billion hapa Shinyalu hapa. And we are launching it on 18th of this month. Kenya Tea Development Authority. So tuko sawa. Maendeleo inaendelea vizuri sana. So nikilandi Kisumu tu, Governor akaniambia kuna Governor wa kutoka Nyandarua County. Mimi nasikia na homa kidogo jioni. Sijui kama first lady anajua kama ilikuwa homa ama ilikuwa nini. Niambia sisikii vizuri kidogo. Enda represent kwa function Mumias. So nikakaa na Nyandarua County, Governor hao badilisha mpaka saa 8 hapo Garden Park. Nikatoka hapo nikaenda Lugari kulala. Ndio nafika Lugari around saa 10. So mimi ni mchapa kazi. Na mimi nafuata instructions. Na ameniambia from 22nd anapeleka mama holiday. So mimi nitakuwa in charge kidogo. Na mimi natoroka from 30th na mimi napeleka. Unajua mimi baraza wewe na wife moja. Mimi unajua mimi ni wawili lakini girlfriend moja. So sisi tutapeleka kama holiday. So na mimi from 30th na mimi naenda holiday kidogo. So hii county tumejipanga. Governor asipokuwepo ni acting for him. Sio? Na tuendelee mbele hivyo. Tufanye kazi pamoja. I'll read the governor's speech. After that, I'll make a few comments in relation to this function. Alafu tufungie hapo. But before I make any remark, I want to thank the County Assembly of Kakamega. Mnafanya maajabu. County Attorney all policies, Governor will appoint the chairman wa subcommittee ya cabinet ya kudili na policies za kwenda bunge na legislative bills za kwenda bunge. Hiki kitu kikaanza huko. Yani after 1 week mmalizana nayo. I'm very impressed of the County Assembly of Kakamega. Hiyo ni kazi nzuri bwana. Angalia hii policy, hii act inasema 20 MCA wa Kakamega County. I've never seen a county like this. Unachapa kazi. Na kama allowance zapatikana kidogo hata mama mmoja ni mdosi. Ukipatana instruction hata unaweza ongezewa kitu kidogo leo. Okay, let me take this opportunity to soma Governor's speech. Speech by His Excellency FCPA Fernandez Baraza, Governor of the Great County of Kakamega County. I wish to take this opportunity to welcome all of you this morning here in Kakamega for this launch of the 16th day of activism against gender-based violence. This is a global campaign that kicks off on the 25th day of November, the International Day Against Gender-Based Violence, to 10th of December, the International Human Rights Day. Gender-based violence, whether physical, sexual, emotional, or economic, is recognized globally as one of the most widespread, persistent violation of the rights of women and girls. Statistics indicate that 1 in 3 women experiences gender-based violence at some point in her life. It is a universal problem that cuts across geographical class, culture, and it significantly undermines the autonomy, dignity, health, and security of the victims. It is also has an overall devastating social and economic effect on communities as it undermines effort to attain gender equality. In Kakamega County, the recent report on teen pregnancy and cases of sexual and gender-based violence are getting our full attention. Thanks to the First Lady of Kakamega County, you are doing a good job there. That is why I've signed into law the Kakamega Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Control and Management Act 2024. Thank you so much, our MCS. Good work. And today, as I launch this campaign, I will also launch the Kakamega County Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Act 2024. And I hope I have the act here on your video. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Kakamega County SGBV Act 2024 is a beacon of hope for survivors of violence as it provides clear guidance for the provision of services to survivors, including medical care, legal support, and psychological assistance. Na msichana ule ameongea hapa, I'll take the matter with the governor on Monday, ule kutoka Butere. Stoki yako ilichukuliwa. Hii serikali ni kubwa my friend. Hii ya 17.8 billion tutatafuta kitu through the First Lady, na nitaongea na governor atume First Lady wakuletee at least 200,000 ya kusaidia kuanzisha biashara yako. Na that's the governor will just do. Na chief officer naona mtu ya ofisi ya governor public service hiyo tengeneza requisition today. Monday I'll talk to the governor, he'll approve it. First Lady ataenda apatie huyo mama support ya kuanzisha biashara. Lazima tusaidie watu wetu. Na hii Butere, what happened to Butere? What is the problem with Butere? Sensitization. Tutafanya hilo. This act also establishes specific provision for the protection of children and vulnerable groups and ensures that offenders are held accountable in a way that prioritizes the right and dignity of the survivors. And I want to congratulate the First Lady. You raised a case hapa Mumias. A whole assistant chief alirep mtoto wa secondary school. What is this nonsense? Mwanaume kama Sabula, wasichana wamejaa. Si utakuta wasichana. Kama unaenda kwa mtoto wa shule unatafuta nini? Sure. First Lady umefanya vizuri. And also through your office. Serious obligation yake, umesema mmeconvict huyo mwanaume 56 years. A 56 years raping. Ile shetani ya shit. Na si tu kurep tu mtu, na rape even a family member. Anyofolewe. Na wazee mnasemaje? Umenyamaza hapa ni kwetu. The passage of this law, however, is only the first step in addressing sexual and gender-based violence in our communities. For the law to truly have an impact, it must be fully implemented, and this is where all of us as a community must come in. And I want to request County Assembly, hii muna powers. Chief Officer, no, hiyo isikia ndani yako. Tengeneza kitu, nimwambia waziri hapa ikuje cabinet. We have had our last cabinet meeting for this year, but next year tengeneza kitu. We make a small budget for the first lady ashughulikie these issues. Hii usisema anatengeneza first lady pesa, si vile atakuwa accountable. Si chief officer na account, hii inatumika namna gani? Hii inatumika namna gani? Hii inatumika. Si tena yaanza kuleta siasa. Na mama rungu, na alwani, kuna mambo ya siasa hapa. Sisi tuchape kazi. Ndio hivyo. Hii mwanzo budget atatengeneza hata mafuta ya kwenda kwa hiyo function. Sababu anatafutia bibi yake pesa ya kutembea kampeni. Bibi ya gavana hakuna. Muona hapa a victim from Butere akisema shwari. Amesema shwari nitakupatia kitu kimoja. I wish to urge all players, including government agencies, law enforcement units, civil society organizations, community leaders, and individuals to take up the responsibility of ensuring that the provisions of the Kakamega County Act 2024 are not just word on the paper, but they are implemented in our daily lives. And that's why we need that budget for the office of the First Lady. I call upon the national government, and the national government is present here, to support effective implementation of this act through adequate funding, training of the law enforcement officers, and strengthening of judicial processes that deal with gender-based violence cases. As your governor, Dr. Sabula, representing Baraza, I commit that my government, Baraza's government, will continue prioritizing GBV prevention and response intervention and working towards completely eliminating all forms of gender-based violence within our communities. I am aware that fear and lack of support is a huge hindrance to supporting gender-based violence. That is why my administration established and opened a GBV center at Shinyalu on 10th of May last year to serve as a haven for sensitization of community to provide support to GBV victims. We are also constructing another GBV center in Lugari sub-county. Lakini huko hakuna GBV wengi huko ni settlement scheme. With regard to supporting vulnerable members of the community and rehabilitating victims of gender-based violence, allow me to acknowledge the role of Her Excellency Professor Janet Baraza for relentlessly spearheading the triple threat campaign in our county, leading to the reduction of GBV cases and teenage pregnancy. I remember you took on a chief. Now chief of a chief of a chief. Yes, sir, chief. You are going to was yes. Investigation lazima yetu mimi tutaandikia IG barua. Mwambie investigation zimefika wapi. From madam nimeongea hapa alikuwa uchi. Hata leso hakupata. And you know, me I stand for ladies. My firstborn msichana. Tena kwa bibi mdogo ni wasichana wawili. Mimi nasimama maneno ya wasichana. Ukitendea msichana vibaya itakurudia. Kama hiyo tu dunia hii. Sasa mimi ni mtu ya wasichana. Vijana msinidharau. As I conclude, I wish to reaffirm that Kakamega County is committed to ensuring that every individual, regardless of gender, can live free from violence and discrimination. We will continue working together with the Assembly, and thank you so much, MCS, for the good work, the relevant arms of the national government, and here in Kakamega, we are committed to working with the President and his Deputy Kindiki tufanye maendeleo. Saa ya siasa ni 2027. Na nikiongea unajua kuna mtu mmoja hapa anaitwa nani Kevin. Nikiongea tu juu ya Ruto. Anapiga makofi lakini haiko. Sio Ruto anapatia nini Kevin. Na nyinyi Ruto anawalenga kwa. And with other development partners who have been here ensuring that the Kakamega County is free from all forms of violence. God bless you all, and God bless our great county of Kakamega, signed by FCPA, His Excellency Honorable Fernandez Baraza, OGW, Chairman of Finance Committee, Council of Governors, Governor Kakamega County. He would have been here himself to officiate over this function, but his position at the Council of Governors is very senior, so he is representing the great county of Kakamega at the Lake Region Economic Bloc Forum in Busia today. He was there yesterday and today, so he called me yesterday to stand in for him, and me as an able deputy, mimi si mtu kama kutima viatu yake nguo kidogo. Yangu si unajua mimi na support boss. Tufanye kazi pamoja. And what I saw yesterday happening in Limuru is so shameful. Viongozi tuheshimiane. And what happened in Limuru is also what happened in Kolomani hapa. Mimi nimekuwa bunge huko na mama Elsie lakini siona hiyo tabia. Ama alikuwa amepiga kitu kidogo. Hii rungu anataka kupiga gavana na rungu. Hiyo hapana. Tuachane hiyo maneno. Wewe wazo start. That's not what I'm saying. Lakini saa hii kama ni MCA apewe nafasi afanye development kwa ward yake. Kama ni MP give opportunity to that member of parliament afanye kazi yake atumie simple office yake. Kama ni women rep apewe nafasi afanye kazi yake na hiyo milioni yake 7 million per person. Kama ni senator apewe nafasi. Governor apewe nafasi yake afanye kazi yake. Sio hivyo. Kila mtu afanye na tuheshimiane. Kama naibu governor support the governor to implement the agenda of the county. That is how leadership is supposed. Mimi have been an MP for 10 years. Hakuna siku uliona mimi nimekuja hapa kutukana na Oparanya. Uliona kweli? Na mlisikia mimi nimetusi Oparanya hata kija mgani. Let's respect the government. Let's respect the office of the government. Tufanye kazi kama viongozi. Sio kila siku asubuhi amke kwa matanga. Italanya kurushina. Italanya. Kwani hata akiwa na Janet Kasili saa 8 usiku ukitaka unaoda tu Italanya. Namna gani shughuli? Just focus tufanye kazi zetu. And that is what will help us. We have projects in Kakamega County we need to finish, and the governor has focused. Kule Mwisero, ile barabara ilikuwa inapita pale kwa Tuoli inaenda kwa primary school ile inaitwa Ebukwala Primary School. Governor Baraza has completed that project. We are waiting for the launching. Tama yote imefanywa. Sasa wao wanasema kama nafanya kazi yao. Unless you don't say this one. Niulize hapa Bungoma. The governor of the county of Bungoma hakuna barabara